If you're getting ready to come into Medicare, you're either turning 65 or you're about to retire and come off your group plan, you've got lots of decisions to make, and they can be very daunting. It's super important that you get them right. So we want to make sure we understand exactly what our choices are. One of the first big decisions you have when you come in is, do you go on a Medicare Advantage plan, or do you stay with original Medicare and have a Medicare supplement plan to go along with it? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how they both work, so this will make it much easier for you to make that tough decision. So stay tuned.
Medicare on video, Medicare on video.
Okay, so let's understand the difference between Medicare Advantage and Medigap, also called Medicare Supplement. So they try and confuse us right off the bat by calling the same thing by different names. So Medigap and Medicare Supplement Plan are exactly the same thing. So it's just different names for the same thing. So we're going to talk about the differences. And I'm Keith Armbrecht. I'm founder of Medicare on Video, and I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices. And I can absolutely help you as well. So we want to make sure we understand this one, because this might be the biggest decision we make coming into Medicare. So we don't want to mess this up. One thing I would ask of you is, if you find this video helpful, subscribe to my channel. It'll give you access to all my videos, and then you'll get updates as they come along. And it also helps YouTube understand that it's valuable and that they put it in front of more people that need to see it. So let's talk about the difference between Medicare Advantage and Medigap. So when you come into Medicare for the first time, this is the road you're on. You're going to choose either to stay on original Medicare, and if you stay on original Medicare, you'll probably have a Medigap or Medicare supplement plan to go with it, or you're going to choose to go on Medicare Advantage. So Medicare Advantage kind of takes you away from Medicare and puts you in the custody of an insurance carrier. So it's a private insurance plan is what Medicare Advantage is. So we're going to understand the differences and how they work. In full disclosure, I help people with Medicare supplement plans, again, across the country. I choose not to sell Medicare Advantage plans for a number of different reasons, and I'm going to go through a few of them here. But I'm going to give you a clear picture on both of them so that you understand exactly what your choice is. And then that way, when you make your decision, you can be comfortable that you made the right call. So it's pretty easy to do. And right now, across the country, it's about 60-40. So about 60% of people are on Medicare Supplement and 40% of people are on Medicare Advantage. So it's a pretty healthy population on both sides. So let's make sure we understand how they function. So again, a Medigap plan is also a Medicare supplement plan. It's exactly the same thing, just a different name. So when we look at the differences here between Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplement, let's start with Medicare Part A and Part B. So you have original Medicare, and if you watch my other videos, I go into detail obviously on Part A and Part B and how it all works. But Medicare Part A and Part B, kind of the foundation of Medicare. If you go on a Medicare Advantage plan, your Medicare Advantage plan takes the place of Medicare Part A and Part B. If you are on a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan, your supplement is going to pay what A and B do not, for the most part. There'll be small deductibles and things like that, which we can get into the details on G or an N or F or whatever Medicare supplement plan we're talking about. But that's kind of how it works. So it's either going with a private insurance carrier that takes kind of the place of original Medicare, or supplementing original Medicare. So it gives you much better coverage on original Medicare. So prescription drug coverage. Most Medicare Advantage plans include prescription drug coverage in their plan. So it's kind of an all-in-one package, which can make it a little bit easier. And this would be one of the reasons that I would recommend somebody going into a Medicare Advantage plans. If you take complicated prescription medications, you may find better coverage in a Medicare Advantage plan than you would on a Medicare drug plan. So if you have a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan, you would purchase a Medicare drug plan separately. So it's a separate piece than the Medicare supplement. It's not super expensive. It runs on average about $25 a month or somewhere around there. But it's just kind of how it functions. So sometimes certain Medicare Advantage plans may cover complicated drugs better than a standalone Medicare drug plan. So that's something that, if you are in that scenario, we need to look at very closely to see which would work better in your situation. Now, here's a big part of the difference between Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement. choice of doctors and hospitals. That is by far the biggest difference in these two scenarios. On a Medicare Advantage plan, you typically will have a network of doctors and a network of hospitals, and you have to stay within that network of doctors and network of hospitals. Some plans do have out-of-network benefits, but a lot of times the cost or the out-of-pocket expense makes it prohibitive, makes it much too expensive to use out-of-network, so you still have to stay in-network. On Medicare supplement plans, you can go to any doctor, any hospital in the country. So it doesn't matter where you live, you can go across the country to a hospital if you want to, or a doctor across the country if you want to, without any limitations. As long as they take Medicare, you can go to any doctor, any hospital. So that's the primary reason that I believe Medicare supplement easily outweighs a Medicare Advantage plan. Gives you the freedom, the flexibility to make your own decisions so that you don't have to ask permission from an insurance company on whether or not you can go here or go there. If you want to go to Mayo Clinic, you can go to Mayo Clinic. If you want to go to Jackson, you can go to Jackson. You can go anywhere in the country that accepts Medicare under a Medicare supplement plan. So that's a big, big differentiator right there. Now, when you have monthly costs, and this is kind of hard to figure because right now we're in Medicare open enrollment. So every end of the year, mid-October to mid-December is Medicare open enrollment period. And you see it's really the only commercials you'll see on TV are for Medicare Advantage plans talking about how zero premium and how low cost and everything that goes along with them. And just kind of understand they are obviously hard marketing their Medicare Advantage plans because they obviously want you as a customer. And a lot of Medicare Advantage plans, if they have super low premiums, some of them even give you money back. It's very much a get what you pay for, and your restrictions will be tighter the lower your cost is. So if you have a zero premium plan, you very well may have a much smaller choice of doctors, hospitals, things of that nature. Monthly cost for a Medicare supplement plan, not crazy. It can run from as low, even lower than $50 a month. Really not more than $200. Some places in the country are more expensive than others, but we'll find something that is certainly very reasonable. Generally, great coverage for around the $100 a month mark. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. Just depends on, again, what part of the country you're in and how the pricing is in your zip code. So something we can do very easily. And again, I'm here to help with any of this stuff. We will figure out exactly which is the best one for you. And then we have out-of-pocket costs. So with a Medicare Advantage plan, it's more of a pay-as-you-go. So it has a lower monthly premium, likely, but a higher out-of-pocket cost when you use it. So, and a lot of people get surprised by the out-of-pocket cost when you use it. For instance, a lot of Medicare Advantage plans have a maximum out-of-pocket of about $6,000 for a year, where a supplement might be a few $100s. So it's a huge difference when you go to use it. So a lot of people will love their Medicare Advantage plans. Have you used it? Well, no. And once you start using it, then you see that's where you're going to end up having some out-of-pocket expenses and things of that nature. So you have limited network, higher out-of-pocket costs generally than you do on a Medicare supplement. Paperwork. On Medicare Advantage, if you are in a lower cost one, you likely will need a referral to go from a primary care to a specialist. That's the number one gripe of just about anybody, is to have to go, if you need to go see a specialist, you have to go first to your primary, make an appointment, see the doctor, get a referral, then make an appointment, go to the specialist, and it just can take weeks to do it. And it's just crazy, the restriction there. So keep that in mind and make sure if you're going to join a Medicare Advantage plan, know if you need referrals, know if you don't need referrals. Medicare supplement plan, you pretty much do what you like. So you make any call you want. You can go to any doctor, any specialist, any hospital. You don't have to ask for permission. And with a supplement plan, there's no customer service. So it's run directly parallel to Medicare. So if Medicare covers it, the supplement has to cover it. So you don't ever have to ask permission. And I can only tell you from personal experience, I have literally thousands of clients on Medicare supplement plans. And I did have a customer service call about 2 weeks ago. So I had somebody call me, which is super rare, as a customer service call. And his issue was that he lost his ID card. So he lost his Medicare supplement ID card and he wanted to know how to get another one. So that was the gist of the customer service. Then he called me back and said he found his ID card. So there you go. Problem solved, super easy. And that is generally how it works with a Medicare supplement. If you Google Medicare Advantage reviews, you'll see all sorts of complicated scenarios and horror stories and things of that nature. It just doesn't happen under Medicare supplements with original Medicare. So that's why I choose not to offer or sell Medicare Advantage plans, and I easily can, but I just don't need the headaches and the constant customer service issues that arise. So I'm super happy on Medicare supplement coverage and helping people really accomplish everything that they want, because it actually works super good. So those are the main differences between, and again, if you find this video helpful, just click subscribe. You'll always have access to it. You'll have access to all my other videos, and it helps me to tell YouTube that a lot of people would benefit from this information. So, and I'd be happy to help with any of this. My website, MedicareOnVideo.com, you can get an immediate quote on a supplement plan, so you can find out exactly what it would cost in your zip code. Super easy to do. And I have a tremendous amount of information there. My video library, I have well over 100 videos on just about every topic of Medicare. I also have a resource center that has all the guides and the forms that you need. So if there's something that you need, like an employer coverage form, if you're retiring from work, you're going to need an employer coverage form. You can download it right on my website. It makes it easy to get exactly what you need. So feel free to use my website for anything that you find helpful. And if there's anything I can do, just give me a call, send me an email, fill out a quote request, and we'll get back to you super quick. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you subscribed, and have a fantastic day.
Medicare on video, Medicare on